Raconteurs news will begin shortly.
Apparently.
This is weird, isn't it? It's like being in a dark room.
There's a lot of orange going about tonight, isn't there?
It is, isn't it? It's orange. Orange,
well, orange is good.
We like orange.
Well, yeah, I do if my team win, but not when they lose.
Yeah. Shall I take this off?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I like that.
Go on then.
Good evening and welcome to Raconteurs News After Dark. Me and Aid. I've not got my green screen up tonight because I can't be arsed, to be fair. And I were only woken up by Aid about 20 minutes before we started. So,
well, at least at least I thought to ring you.
Yeah.
Not like last week when you were asleep.
Completely asleep for the whole fucking thing, I think. For not even when I were on, I don't even think I'm awake really properly now. Let's have a look. Say hello to people in chat room. Paula B's in there. Sarah Smith. Hey everyone. Ron Malcolm is in there as well. Don Telling Pike. Apple Charlotte as well. Paula B. Hi Jace. Hi Aid. Hi to you, Paula. She's down there in Cornwall. Nice place. Nice place to live. I used to do a lot of stuff in Cornwall. I used to be in Cornwall all the time. So, yeah. How are you anyway, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So my team lost today, but, which is where I've just got back from, like 5 minutes ago. But, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Like I was saying before, fucking I just don't know what's going on with my fucking club, but we fucking lost at home again today, and I've just turned it off, and I've been watching Only Fools and Horses all day instead of going on, looking at what's going on at football. So I'm as depressed as you were depressed tonight. It's a depressed evening.
Yeah. I tell you what, you know when you hear something and you think, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
And then you think about it and you think, well, actually, this is the point of that. On yesterday, today. Either yesterday or today, I was in the car, the radio was on and some news or shit came on. And it said there was a kimono that was worn it belonged to Freddie Mercury, was going to be auctioned off, and I thought, all right, it's all right. I'm assuming Sotheby's or whatever, somewhere posh. Anyway, and they said Freddie wore many kimonos on stage. However, this one was only worn at home and showed his. Hang on a minute. This was so funny. I wrote it down. Gender fluidity.
All right, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Now,
didn't have no gender fluidity.
There are many men.
You didn't think you were a bird.
Well, there are loads of look. A kimono is a silk dressing gown.
Dressing gown.
Now, I would imagine that Japanese men would say that a kimono is not just a dressing gown; it's better than that. But from a Western point of view, a kimono is a silk dressing gown, and I'm sure there's loads of blokes. I've got two dressing gowns. Neither one's silk, but I've got two.
I've got two. I've got one. Me wincier, as I call it.
You wincier. You see, that shows your gender fluidity.
Yeah, exactly. I put it on, and my knobbing just falls off.
But the point is, why have they said that? And the reason they've said it is because they don't want boys and girls, and they just want children. They don't want men and women. They just want adults. The gender thing, they're just pushing it that far now. Any excuse to get anything down anybody's ears that just gets rid of, or even an excuse to use it. I mean, how the hell is that even fucking relevant? It's a silk dressing gown. The guy's sexuality's got nothing to do with it. And did he have a fluid gender? Because as far as I understand it, once his best mate, who was a girl, had pointed out that he was gay, that was it, I think. if you believe what you see on the square thing. But who knows? But it's just fucking there just because. Anyway.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that, but before, let's talk about what we've got coming up this week. I've just popped this on the screen here. It's a me coffee. Thanks for putting Misha's question to Max, guys.
Actually, can I just tell you what actually happened with that? I'd seen on the chat room, which is amazing, really, for me.
Didn't even know it was it, did you?
And people were saying, please ask Misha's question, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, and then it got put up again, and I hadn't got a clue what. I've never heard of PK. Is it PK or PK into it?
PK, yeah.
You know, completely new to me. So all I did, I highlighted and copied and pasted the question into the private chat bit on the YouTube thing that we use.
Yep.
Thinking to myself, well, if anybody, I didn't even know who the question was towards. I don't know if it was for Jason or Max. I just kept seeing this. So I put it up and I thought, well, if anybody wants to ignore it, they can ignore it. Or if they want to take it on, they can. And sure enough, Max read the question out almost immediately and then put forward his point of view.
Yeah, I think you were quite defensive, weren't it?
You what, sorry?
You were quite defensive, weren't you?
Yeah, I think it sounds like there's certainly quite a bit of history, and Max felt like it was a lot of it was unnecessary, and you know, hey, I don't know.
We'll find out anyway, because on Monday we are. Our guest is going to be PK, so PK is going to be on the show on Monday night at 8:00, which will be 7 a.m. his time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, he did text me and say it'll be 7 a.m. his time, so he'll be on Monday. So we will get both sides, like we always do here on Raconteurs News. We try to put both sides of every single thing, and he'll be able to have his say, and unmolested, and it should be okay. It should be a good show.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm still not a lot wiser, other than there's clearly a bit of history, and we'll find out more on Monday.
We certainly will.
So and on Tuesday, who's guest for Tuesday?
Andrew Johnson.
Oh, now there's a man who's a font of knowledge.
Yes, Andrew Johnson is going to be our guest on Tuesday evening. So we'll be delving into all sorts of things. I know there's things that I'd like to talk to him about, particularly corn circles, crop circles, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that's going to be our guest on Tuesday if we survive Storm Dennis or whatever it is that's coming and fucking killing us at the moment. Apple Charlotte's just put, how is your foot today, Jace? Any better? Yeah, it's not bad at all. I don't feel the I really don't feel much pain on the toes, but I think one of them's just about ready to come off. So yeah, good. We're all good. Got plenty of painkillers down us. Oh, for fuck's sake! And what about last night, man? Fucking Jesus Christ! Talk about fucking.
All right, yeah. Just to put everybody straight, you've obviously got a couple of medical issues. Not that anybody had noticed, but yeah. Then we've had your dad falling out of bloody trees and getting nearly all his ribs smashed. Then go on. Then what was the next one?
Well, Danielle fell off her horse yesterday, so we were in hospital in Chesterfield Hospital, waiting for her to be X-rayed and all that, and it ended up that she's just got some bruises and stuff, which is good, for fuck's sake. Thank God for that. So she's all right. Fell off a fucking horse, man. Jesus Christ.
Well,
it weren't even horse's fault either, so we can't have it destroyed, which would have saved us some money, because I would have just done it myself with a fucking pickaxe if it had been fucking its fault. But no, it's no, I wouldn't have. Of course, we took this horse in to look after it for end of its life and stop it from.
He's a rescue type thing, isn't he?
Yeah. Anyway, so she fell off. So I spent last night in A&E with her and her mother, and she's back home now. She's a bit sore and a bit all over the place, and well, fucking just don't have any luck at all. No, no, apart from you people. I mean, the Raconteurs news people that in the chat room, they're all nice and they're all good, and no, I don't ever have to go to I don't, I don't. You don't have to go anywhere else just to get some, just talk you up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
doing this, it makes
We're
you
that far down. Everybody else can feel above us.
it makes me. It gives me a lift. It gives me a lift that on a Saturday night, fucking God knows what time, 10:10. That there's 44 people watching us instead of watching telly, and I feel humble for that, and I feel grateful, and it does give me a, it makes me gives me a reason to keep going. Let's say.
Yeah, no, I completely get that. Anything else been bugging you past couple of days? News or out like that you've seen?
Well, no, not really. I mean, we've had these storms, haven't we? What did we have last time? It was a bird last time, weren't it?
Was it Glenda? This one's Oris or something, isn't it?
This is Derek in it.
Or is it Derek? Oh, I don't know. Because do they still do them alphabetically? Because when I was a kid, we had windy days. You know them exciting days when you could walk to school and lift your parker up like that, and you could sail to school. You could run to school with the wind behind you, and your coat would catch the wind. But now they're not called windy days. It's called fucking Storm Hysteria Barbara.
Yeah, it's Dennis. This one.
Is it? It is Dennis, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody wants questions, what do you want? What do you want to know?
Yeah, if you got questions, just post them in chat room.
Yes, chat room. But I know it's rude apparently to type in capitals, isn't it? But stick them in capitals anyway, because otherwise we won't see it as a question.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, we've got Ron Malcolm, who's the questionnaire man.
We've got if you've got any questions, just pop them in chat box and stick them in capitals so that then we'll notice them a lot better. Because believe me, this chat box goes quite fast, and we're quite behind you on YouTube or Facebook or whatever you're on, because it's it just takes a bit of time.
It just kind of lags from one platform to another, doesn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Yes. And the Grand Beard Wank as well. Good evening to you, the Grand Beard Wank. He were talking about Villa. Yeah, I think he's a Villa fan, but he were talking about Villa getting beat tomorrow. So he's also a psychic, a physic.
A physic. Yeah. Two men dead fell overboard in Kent. Storm Dennis. We shouldn't have been on a fucking boat, should they? Yeah, I won't go out on a boat in this, would you?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't, if I got, I'd probably go on Titanic, because that was unsinkable, weren't it?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, so I believe that, and I'd say, yeah, I'm going to go on, even though it's really even though Dennis is rape mad. What was the last one called? Please, someone tell us what last one was called. It was a bird's name. I'm sure they do it alphabetically.
I think they do it alphabetically and alternate it male and female, or they used to, didn't they, or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, who gets the job? Who's got that job? Can you imagine if me and you had got that job? It'd be Storm Knobhead.
Yeah, D. Let's go D. Let's go fucking Storm Dickwad.
Yeah, or Dangleberry.
Yeah.
It'd be something completely memorable. Does anybody remember a name? No. You see, we're winning already, aren't we? What do you mean Corona feels like a hoax? You think it's real?
Oh God, Jesus Christ! It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Corona. You know what I said? Last night when I went to hospital, sat in hospital with Danielle.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking just sit there. So I went out into, and they were fucking lining people up in corridors on fucking trolleys. And I sat and talked to this fucking old bird but what happened is she was in this room, Danielle, and they'd left computer on. So I got.
You didn't.
I got everybody.
I know what you didn't. I know what you're gonna say. Go on. And
Well,
just think about this is live.
you know, it like had a list of people and what sort of urgency and when they were going to be in line. And the bomb below Danielle was a bloke who was suicidal or something.
Mm.
You know, and so anyway, I says to nurse when she comes back in, I says, what have you done about that suicidal bloke? Is he all right? And she said, did you know that? I says, well, because you left computer on and I had a bit of a butcher's. I didn't do it I didn't prescribe out for anybody, but you know. And she went, I could get sacked for that. I said, don't worry, I'm not going to tell anybody, but I've told you all lot tonight, so.
Yeah, thanks, Chase.
Oh, fucking hell. That hurt.
Well, they do, don't they? They and
that's what I was going to say. I said to her, I was going to write coronavirus on one of the fucking reports. And she said, don't fucking even say that. Because it's that fucking, you know, it's that. I mean, my doctor sent me a text message. Hang on.
Go so.
Right, here we go.
Go on.
This is from my GP. Here we go. Due to advice with the recent coronavirus outbreak, we have temporarily stopped online bookable appointments. All bookable appointments will be needed to be triaged by a member of our reception team. So fucking reception team is going to fucking go, right, well, let's have a look at you. Well, yes, you know, how they do already. So all they've done is like give the reception people like another thing to just because the fucking reception people, they're hard enough to get past as it is.
Well, I've got two appointments.
Just give me a minute.
In the afternoon.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
This is for the health and safety of everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience. Slough Medical Centre, Sheffield. There you go. So don't. What we want you to do is, you know, you can't book it online now, even though we've told you can book them online. Now you need to come in, and you have to convince a reception, a fucking reception. You know what a reception
who's not medically trained.
Yeah.
And what she'll say is, "No, I'm sorry, you managed to walk here. You're not getting an appointment."
Just fucking ridiculous.
Because imagine if you're well enough to actually get there to make an appointment. But there's some old dear who's, you know, like on the last legs, who tried to make an appointment but couldn't, and then couldn't walk there because she was so poorly. And somebody who's not as poorly as her, because they managed to walk there, got the appointment. Yeah, I can see that working. Not.
Yeah, Ron Malcolm's put if I said someone down my street has got it, would you take it or ask for proof? Well, I wouldn't ask for proof, Ron. No, I'd take your word because you're a Raconteurs news listener. So we're not fucking, you know, we're not going to doubt you if someone down your street's got it. Oh, what's this fucker? So yeah, Ron, we'd certainly not doubt you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Are you getting any of this storm?
No, not really. I mean, it's a bit windy and that, but
yeah, it's a bit windy here, and we've got a bit of rain, and it's wanging against the window and that. But
yeah, but you reserve
it. Sarah Smith has put, "This is all about Bill Gates' vaccine for us all."
Yeah, of course it is.
But fucking, do you know these cunts, aren't they? Aren't they just cunts that are just fucking wanting us to have like shit put into us? Here we go. What's this one? It's in capitals. I've just put it up. There you go. I watched a conference today where virologists stated that you can catch the coronavirus twice, and it's deadlier the second time you catch it. And still, I mean, call me Mr. Skeptical, but it just don't make any fucking sense to me.
I mean, this is the way I understand it, and I'm not a medical anything. The coronavirus isn't new. It's been around many, many years. This strain, they've said, came from a bat. Okay. If what I'm told to believe, I do believe there are one, maybe two biolabs in the same city where this is supposed to have started. The Chinese government many years ago made it illegal for couples to have any more than one child. So at the moment, they've got a big problem with the normal state Ponzi pension schemes that we're all supposed to be in, where there aren't enough young people now to put money into the scheme so that the old people that are alive can get their pension, because they stopped them having all these babies, so they weren't born. Now, wouldn't it be great if this coronavirus came along that's really good at killing old people that are infirm?
Yeah, look. Sorry, I've just highlighted a comment from somebody I recognise, Mohammed Shafiq, who makes lots of videos regarding Mark Steele and Lee Garrett and bollocks and 5G and all that bollocks.
What's going on then?
He says, be careful of the scammers. John Kitson on 5G awareness is selling USB sticks that he claims can protect you from coronavirus. How the fuck can a fucking USB stick fucking
well, can you remember coronavirus?
Not only can it protect you from coronavirus, but it's also 5G for 350 quid. Now, exactly, there are scammers out there, and I'd tell people to go to Mohammed Shafiq's page, his YouTube channel, and subscribe to there as well, because he always does good, decent videos, particularly about them two scammers. Can
you remember in Fools and Horses? Can you remember in Fools and Horses where Rodney came home and he got a computer in his hand, a big tower thing, and Del Boy wouldn't let him in. He says, "You're not coming in here with that computer. We don't want any viruses."
Yeah, I do. What about them computers? That's when he's in hospital, and he thinks he's got lampshades, doesn't he? And because there's a bit of that where he goes, well, he's talking about the fact that he could have AIDS, and then he says, and Rodney talks about him. He says, well, the other day I had my hair cut, and the guy who cut my hair was called Jason, but that's been cut out. I thought that was cool. Me being portrayed, my name being portrayed as a homosexual barber of Seville.
Seville?
Yeah, the barber of Seville. What did I call this? I called this particular show. I edited it and called it, so I don't know whether it's been on everything, but I called it Beloved Knows Naught. Which do you know what that means?
Was it Shelley who wrote that?
No, it's Shakespeare.
Is it Shakespeare?
Shakespeare.
Well, it is Shakespeare, and it's from, I want to say Midsummer Night's Dream, but it's not. It's from something else. Oh shit, I can't remember. But yes, Devil Knows Naught. Yeah.
Devil, no, Beloved Knows Naught.
Beloved Knows Naught.
Beloved Knows Naught, which essentially means you don't know what you've got until it's gone.
Yes.
Okay. Which is what Shakespeare. I think it was Tempest. I think that's the one.
Is that what I'm gonna.
But I can't remember. I'm not a fucking Shakespeare fan anyway. I don't know. Oh, any Shakespeare I've fucking learnt has either been from Office or it's been from fucking quiz shows that I've been watching on television while I've been sat here. Anyway, yeah, that's why I called it Beloved Knows Naught, because you don't know what you've got till it's gone, and having no internet for a fucking week. No internet for a week. Come on, last night. And so I've had absolutely no internet. So you don't know.
So what actually happened then? Because it's been a bit of a trilogy, hasn't it? Because you were getting so pissed off with your old, was it EE you were on before? No, it weren't Virgin, weren't it?
Sky. Fucking Sky.
And it turned out that what was actually wrong with it was you running over the cable with your wheelchair.
It was my fault. It was a big fucking waste of time.
By that time, you'd told Sky where to stick it, had loads of arguments with them, booked BT to replace it. Sky had disconnected you. BT had forgot about you. And then, so it's just gone on and on and on and on and on and on.
And on and on and on and on and on. And I had a phone call from them tonight because I put a complaint in about it. And already we'd had, I think, about 100 quid credited to our account. So
Yeah.
it were going to be like, we were going to be 3 months before we even started paying anything. So I've been on to them tonight, and I said this because online they're going on TV, on TV adverts. They're saying that if you join BT, you can get an Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
Right, which is not the one that we went. Which is not the one that we were on. It's just that I just said to them, because they said, how can we resolve this? And I said, well, just give me an Xbox One. Oh, it says, oh, no, we can't. And I can't blame them, because it's like 400 quid worth of kit.
Mm.
And, they offered me 60 quid. So I said, no, I'm not taking 60 quid. I want something else. So I said, because we've got a TV deal with him as well. A really good TV deal, by the way.
Mm.
And I said, well, can you up our TV deal? And anyway, they rung me back a bit later on and said, yeah, we'll up your TV deal to, it's got all fucking bells and whistles, but you'll still pay the same price for 24 months. So I said, yeah, that's better than 60 quid.
So you've got 2 years worth of absolutely everything.
But yeah. And we've got on top, just as an extra. I mean, we're paying for basic. We will be paying for basic, but we've got fucking 100 quid in credit already with BT, so it's only 33 quid a month.
Mm.
So it's going to be 3 months free, isn't it? So
yeah,
it should be all right.
Cool.
There you go. Nice little result. Although, fucking hell, I've no internet for a week, man. Jesus Christ almighty. Fuck, it's a good job we had no rope, I'm telling you. It is.
Yeah,
and I can't stand on a fucking stool.
I know you're not exactly housebound, but it's not that easy for you to get out, is it, at the moment? Because they haven't finished all your renovations and shit, and you've got your foot that's not great. So whilst you're not housebound, it's not easy. But 10 years ago, when you were up on your feet and everything was fine and dandy, it wouldn't have probably bothered you that much not to have any internet for a week, because you've probably gone out and done other stuff.
Yeah.
But when you sat at home with nothing but Freeview shit telly and a dog that drives you mad.
Fucking drives me mad. It drives me up fucking wall, man. He's also...
I can understand why you've gone a bit,
gone a bit fucking senile. I know. I've gone a bit fucking senile. But when I was, because my missus said to me before, because it's in her name, and she said to me before, she said, "Have you got the cojones to ask for an Xbox One?" I said, "Fucking right, I have. I might not get one, right? But I'm gonna fucking ask for one. I'm gonna pursue it."
When I was trying to get EE to connect mine, and they rung. I rang BT and said, "Can I have internet? Need broadband because normal. Cable because normal, not cable. What do you call it? Fiber optic, whatever they call it. Because I live about 1.5 miles from the nearest exchange. So by the time the signal gets up here, there's none left. So you can't just have normal broadband in my village. You've got to have anyway. But nobody has that slow shot anyway, do they? But the problem was they ain't got any bloody cables to connect me to. But they didn't tell me that 3 months earlier when I ordered my bloody broadband. And I must have had about 100 and I can't remember now, 100 and some odd quid that they kept crediting to my account. And I got a check out of them. I still didn't get connected. It just all got cancelled. And then 6 months later, when we had got more cables to connect us to, I went back again to EE. They sent me the more up-to-date router for free and connected it for free. And they'd paid for my line to be installed 6 months earlier. when they got nothing to connect me to. So I got quite a good deal out of them in the end.
Well, you know, I don't. Oh God, I've told you this, and I'm going to tell you this on the air so that people can fucking hear it. This is how ridiculous they are. But I've been arguing with BT because we've had no fucking internet. I've been arguing with BT that it should have been on Monday and all this sort of shit. And we've been arguing with him all week, basically. And I think it was Wednesday was the last time we had a bit of a row with him. And so we're on and we're saying, look, we've got no internet and we're paying for this and we've done this and we've done everything you've said. Everything that's gone wrong has been your fault and it's not been our fault. And they agreed and everything. Anyway, I said no. I said another thing as well. You lied to me. He said, "What? We didn't lie to you." I said, "You did." I said, "You told me open reach people do not work on a weekend," and they said, "Yeah, they don't." I said, "Well, I've got one of them green boxes right across the road from me.
It's about 30 yards from where you're sat, isn't it?
Yeah." So I've got one of them green boxes, and I said, "I'll tell you what. Oftentimes on weekends, there's, you know, even if it's pissing it down, there's a little fucking tent up and what have you." And I says, so don't tell me you don't fucking work weekends. Oh, they don't work weekends for, you know, for or whatever. I think can't remember what it were. I think it were like they were trying to say that it were only business. But there's no business around here. So that green business, that green box.
The nearest business to you is Co-op or the pub.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it? And they're both,
it is, yeah.
You know, a 5-minute walk.
So anyway, listen to this. I said, well, you know this, and you know what's coming, but listen to this. I says to him, I tell you what, if I see one of your open reach men at that box in his little fucking tent on weekend, I says, I'm going to fucking go over there and I'm going to drag him in my house and I'm holding him hostage until you fix my fucking broadband. And the bloke went, well, since you've said that, I'm going to have to report that to Open Reach. And I said, you're going to report it to Open Reach? He said, yes, I'm going to have to. I said, you're going to report that a one-legged man, please be aware of a one-legged man in his wheelchair coming down his fucking, ramp. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into his tent thing, you know, them red and white tents that they have. I'm going to go into his red and white tent. I'm going to fucking drag him out and I'm going to drag him into my house until broadband's come on. You actually think that that's a genuine threat? Well, I've got to report it. I'll fucking report it then. So if I ever fucking come to your place, you know, if you ever see a man in a wheelchair when you come out of work, because I know where he worked at Lincoln. I said, if you ever see a man in a wheelchair when you come out of work, that'll be me. Fucking, honestly. They just drive you to this shit, though, don't they? I mean, my missus will laughing her fucking head off. But they just drive you to this fucking shit where they say, no, and you know, it's none of it is your fault. None of it's your fault. It's all their fault.
The EE thing was great because she said, when I pointed out they got nothing to connect me to and weren't going to have, thanks for telling me that, mate. So she said, what do you want to do? Do you want to cancel it? And I went, cancel what? Like there's something to cancel. You've done note.
Well, yeah, that was same with fucking BT. BT, yeah. What had happened is we'd ordered online to change to BT. So BT's gone to Sky and said, now then, you know what house there, you fuck off. You're not doing broadband anymore. You know how they do.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes. I think that's how it works. You know, someone at BT rings up Sky and goes, and then is that Sky? Yeah, Sky, yeah. Is it Sky Broadband? Oh no, I'll put you through. Hello, Sky Broadband. Hello, Sky Broadband, yeah. You know that house there where Jason lives, yeah. Well, you're not doing his broadband anymore, so you can fuck off. We're switching it off and switching it over. And that's what they did, and said it, and so they turned me fucking Sky Broadband off on fucking 7th. But the problem was due to some administrative error, is they'd cancelled our order, but not told fucking Sky to keep us on, and then rebooked it, everything.
So why did they cancel it?
I don't know. It was some administrative error thing. It was like some glitch in the Matrix. The glitch in the Matrix. Do I sound sexy to you?
No.
Give a thumbs up for yes and a thumbs down for no. In fact, you should give us a thumbs up anyway, because we always like thumbs ups, and give us thumbs down as well. On do you know, I fucking really love doing these shows, because you can just sit there and moan about shit, and you know, there's people listening to you.
Look, Sarah Smith, come on, guys, let's have some truth. What do you want to know?
What truth do you want?
I'll give you my opinion, because it's only my truth. Yours might.
No, it's not your truth. That's bollocks, Ada. That's a bollocks thing. My truth. That's how they all get away with it, all them fucking trans people, by saying my truth is that I'm a fucking woman, when you're not. You've got a dick, you've got balls, you've probably got fucking pubes still that cover like all, you know, your dick area and your balls, so your balls are hardly noticeable, you know. But you know, it's my truth that I'm a woman. No, it's not.
No, it's
the truth. It's the truth, mate. Honestly, you can't just have my truth. You can have my reality.
Yeah. Right. Well, have the truth and my opinion about it. That's what we can have.
No, let's have truth.
Yeah. No, somebody said they wanted to ask questions, and we asked for them, but I didn't get any. Or have we? Right. We'll give it a minute, just so that people can put questions in.
Someone's put, Jason, are you a closet Dangerfield fan?
A who?
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't.
Dangerfield.
Sarah Smith, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will save us all. You know when you stand in court and they say, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Well, I can't. Why not? Because I don't know it. I don't know it all. I'm fucking working on it, but... And if I fucking knew all that, I wouldn't be holding this book. I'd have fucking written it.
And I fucking tell lies and all. I told my kids that Father Christmas was going to come.
Yeah.
I feel guilty about that. I nearly committed suicide over it once. You could say that, couldn't you? You could say, could you sue society? And say like, you know, I feel so guilty about lying to my kids about Father Christmas and Easter Bunny and where fucking goldfish had gone. And so,
you know, where the babies come from. Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm still looking for these questions.
Oh, Sarah will have a few questions, no doubt. I don't know who she is.
No, I don't watch Jeff's. See, Corona aid. Corona? You want to know about Corona?
Coronavirus.
Just what I said earlier, really. But, you know... Max Egan put a good thing up where he'd shown, well, quarantine was really where they just lock people in and weld the door shut. And these so-called hospitals that they built are nothing more than a load of shipping containers with a load of cells in them. So, yeah. Did I tell you I had a reply from Jenny, my Chinese friend? Hang on a minute. If I did this the other night, I'm sorry, but I'll read it out again. Yeah, got Jenny's in
China.
Shanghai. Hang on a minute. Here we go. I probably read this out the other night, and if I did, but anyway. The original one was, and this was a couple of weeks ago. Hi, Jenny. Hope you're well, and this illness is not affecting you or your family. Thanks, I'm fine. My family are all good. Excellent news. Please take care. See you soon. And then 13th of February. Hi, Jenny. Hope you and your family are still doing well. We are hearing many different reports of the situation in China. If you need help, please get in contact. My UK number is, my email is, please stay safe. And this is the reply I got. Thank you. I all fine. Big smiley faces. The virus step by step is controlled now. So even the Chinese propaganda is telling them that it's all under control. And then she's put another message which said a lot of people are back to work too. So sounds like they're actually letting a few people out.
Super Leeds has asked if you want to ask if Jenny wants to buy a mask off him, a gas mask off him, off Super Leeds.
Jenny's one of the few Chinese people that I've ever met who refuses to wear them. She won't. Apparently, she doesn't even wear one at home. I've only ever seen her when she's been in. I've never been to China. I met her in Thailand. She looks after some condos there for about 3 or 4 months of the year for one of her friends.
Somebody's did ask a question. I put it up on screen just a second ago.
Oh, what was that?
Here we go. That one. This one. Sean Atwood, is he to be trusted? He's trying to interview Richard D. Hall at the moment. I don't know Sean
Atwood's the guy he was a stockbroker, and he ended up working out in the States, realized he could, party out there, then got into selling, I think it was ease then crystal meth, and made like a boatload of money. I mean, loads of money, and ended up, doing an awful lot of naughty stuff with drugs. Decided it had a couple of close calls, not doing that. That's it. Was just about ready to come back to England, thinking about coming, and hadn't done anything illegal for about a year. Knock on the door, drug squad come in, arrest him, take him away, and then he spent, I think it was 7 years locked up in America, and was released over here. But while he did that, whilst they were in there, I mean, he obviously did. I think he did a law degree and all sorts of stuff. He's Sean Atwood's videos. A lot of his stuff is really good, really professional. I've watched a lot of his stuff, not all of it. But is he being interviewed by, or is he interviewing Richard D. Hall? Which way?
I don't know. He just said in the message that he's trying to do.
Oh, right, okay.
To interview, he's trying to interview. I've got to say, I'm coming from a standpoint that I don't know nothing about Sean Atwood at all. I do believe I know his story.
Yeah,
he's selling ease in America, and he ended up in 6 years. Someone's put in.
He did a blog, and basically he would. I don't know if he wrote this blog, but not under his own name, and somehow managed to get it to the outside world, and it was being posted, and it ended up with thousands and thousands of people watching it. This blog all the time, literally waiting for the next bit. And I don't know if he wrote some fiction as well. I can't remember, but I know he. By the time he came out, he had quite a big following, and then he got into all this sort of stuff. And a lot. I've got a lot of information from his stuff. He's very easy to watch and very easy to listen to. But he's from North East. I think he's from. It might be Newcastle, but I want to say Durham. He's somewhere kind of North East, anyway.
Yeah. Well, I like I say, I'm at fucking hell. If we could get him on, good. We'll get him on and have an interview with him. But Sean Atwood has got a large following. This is Don Telling Pike, which is Neil, I think his name is. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, look, somebody said they're doing Maddie McCann. Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah, he's on about doing a Maddie McCann interview.
Yeah, doing a Madeleine McCann interview with Richard D. Hall. Again, Richard D. Hall is another one that I'm not really. I'm not really taken with. Shall I say? Shall I say? I'm not really taken with, and you know what I'm like. I do have a nose for this sort of thing.
Your satellite dish is normal. It's not just a normal 21-inch thing. Yours is isn't it?
Yeah, I do generally tend to know who's wrong ones.
Hang on, who won't come on? Leeds, whose phone number you got?
You know what?
Leeds has put in. He's got his phone number. Whose phone number have you got?
Oh, right, okay, probably Atwood, Sean Atwood.
Oh, if you got it, give me.
He said he won't come on. Look, I'm not bothered about. I'm not bothered about chasing people.
No. If anybody's welcome on here, if they've got a point of view and got something interesting to say, we can all learn something. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's fucking just so hard these days to realise. Sorry, I've got an itchy bum cheek. It's so hard these days to realise to know who's right and who's wrong. I don't know what I'm going to be thinking about when I'm speaking to PK on Monday, but at least we've given him the opportunity, and I don't know how. I've only seen PK's a few of PK's videos.
I've not seen anything. I have
you
not seen anything at all. I mean, I'm assuming because of the time differences, either in Australia or Tasmania or New Zealand. Yeah,
I think he's in Melbourne.
Oh, is he? Okay. Who else is in? Max is Melbourne, isn't he?
No, Adelaide.
Oh, he's in Adelaide.
Brisbane, Max.
Okay.
But look, it'd be interesting to get him on. Again, we want to talk to everybody. We speak to people. Yeah, just the thing is that when you take a position like this, when you take a position like we do, and we'll interview everybody and anybody in any scenario, who's got something to say, who's that or perhaps who's been dissed on our show, is that you end up on both sides fall out with you.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
But we don't care about that, do we?
Yeah.
We like to be friends with people, but we're not. It's just fucking. Sometimes it's difficult, Like I had we had like when we had Steele and Garrett on, and then we had Anne-Marie Carey on, and then Anne-Marie Carey did a couple of shows with me, and then I decided it weren't working so well with us, and then I said that no, I don't think we should do it anymore, and then she went to fucking Charlotte. Sorry, and then she sort of took it wrong way, and then we made friends again, and then she sort of again took it the wrong way, took Summit the wrong way, and and then just sort of blocked me out of everything. But I were on her side. It were her that were, I thought her stuff were a lot fucking better than
nosebleeds and shit like that, man.
Somebody just put something in. Max is going loco down in Acapulco. Apple Charlotte says
he's not. He ain't gone. It was supposed to be in Acapulco, apparently. Yeah. It was supposed to
be in Acapulco, this weekend, but he's not there. Or this week, but he's not there. He's broken his ankle just before he went. So again, another thing I wish I'd pushed him a little bit more on, just to find out, because I don't know. I'm just.
Hang on a minute.
Vinny Eastwood's a lot easier to deal with, right? You understand what Vinny is, right?
Yeah.
Come and look at my show. Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna be sneaking me up in the Vinny Eastwood show.
I'll tell you what, your impressions have never been great, but that's terrible.
I know.
But it's just Vinny's way, isn't it? It's Vinny's way, and it's his way of.
That's what I mean.
All this shit off his chest, which is why we do it.
I see that from Vinny. I see exactly what he is and who he is. Right? He's the only show in town in New Zealand.
Yeah.
As far as what we talk about, he's the only show in town, and he's I don't mind him, but he is what he is. You know what I mean? He is what he is, and he's sort of, what you're getting, so it's fine.
But I did make a point of saying fuck on his show.
Now with Max, I do remember from quite a while back. I think it was me and Andy who interviewed him. And the first thing I want to mention is that he has mentioned Flat Earth before, and he's done it on Raconteurs News. So if you go back and look at the interviews that we've had with him, he told us one time that he was on a plane and the plane was flying north and he got a compass on him and the compass was pointing south.
I've heard 2 or 3 things like that.
Right, so that's been on our show. Max has done that on our show. So it's not the first time that Flat Earth has come into being, as far as Max is concerned. And also, I just I don't know. I think it's I don't know. I can't quite make my mind up. Can't quite make my mind up. I can't quite make my mind up. I know where it wants to go. I know where my heart wants to go, and I know where I want to go. But
I mean, the one thing that I can definitely agree with Max on is, leave egos, and when Dave Von Kleiss used to say, it's not a 9/11 truth movement, it's a bowel movement, and that's because people are more bothered about being right than chucking all their info in the pot and then sifting through it with everybody else. And it doesn't matter what the subject is. Don't matter. It can be anything. 9/11, police, courts, moon, flat earth. It don't matter what the subject is. Don't matter.
Mark Sargent apparently made a twat of himself and made Flat Earth look stupid on GMTV. Mark's yeah. Look, this Flat Earth thing. I honestly take it, and I do like to discuss it and debate it with people, but I do take it with a pinch of salt. This Flat Earth stuff, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I don't fucking give a shit, to be fair. But I like to debate it. It's something I like to do. I mean, we're in this. I don't fucking. We started doing this, and I like to talk about things that perhaps I won't be able to talk about with anybody else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't just go up to somebody who you know and just go, "Oh, by the way, the Earth's flat. We never landed on moon. 9/11, that were an inside job. Blah blah.
7/7 were as well.
Just can't do it. This is where it's good to be able to get on, to be able to have, and I'm grateful for the platform that we've got, because we do have a lot of people watching us, and we do have a lot of views, and we do get to a lot of people, and the bigger it gets, the bigger our audience gets. I think the bigger the responsibility on our part is to have no responsibility whatsoever and just continue doing what we were doing in fucking first place.
Yeah. I mean, because like I've said, I like the sort of casual nature and the fact that we could just be in a pub and everybody else is kind of just listening in and but having their own conversation in the chat room, and because for me that's what it's all about. It is somewhere that you can. I don't know. It's like if the common thing that we all had was that we were all homosexual, this would be our little gay bar. Do you know what I mean? It's just a place that we can all feel comfortable and talk our minds.
Oh yes, of course we can. I need a shave and all. I've just noticed on screen. I really need a shave.
Oh, I need a better razor. Look, see it. That's not good, is it?
No, it's not good. No, definitely
look, I need to ask a question, and I think it's because I'm stupid.
Go on then.
Them razor things with like 4 or 5 blades in them. On the back of it, there's another one, and it's supposed to be apparently for trimming these bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know anybody who actually uses it. And about once every few weeks, I'm shaving up like that, and it'll slip to the edge, and automatically my hand pulls it down, and I go, "Shoom," and it's the blade on the back of the fucking razor. Which numbnuts puts a fucking blade on the back of a razor?
What you using, Bix?
No, is it a Gillette thing or something?
Bix.
Bic.
Fucking razor. Fucking rip your head to fucking bastards, doesn't it?
That weren't a shave; it was a scrape.
You'd fucking put what you'd have one and it were all you got. You know, like when you're in prison or something like that. And you scrape your fucking face to bits, man. Your face would be all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you should get it. Yeah, look, razors are fucking death traps.
Oh, mate, honestly.
And when you're on warfarin, it's
my left cheek.
Yeah.
So.
When you're on warfarin.
Fuck me, that was terrible. I had 6 months on it.
Bollocks is like playing Russian roulette. It is. You're like fucking, because you know if you nick it, you're fucking done, aren't you?
Yeah.
I cut my leg shaving tonight. Apple Charlotte's put.
Anyway, my thought for the night: when was the last time we heard of a government department run by any colour that was brought into being to solve a big problem? Loads of money was thrown into it. It was so successful, they actually closed that department down. If anybody after that still believes in government, because I don't know of one department that's ever been really successful and been closed down because it wasn't required anymore.
Dude, you've got, you might think I've got it easy, that I'm sat at home and I'm recuperating. I'm just like basically sat on my arse watching TV. Sometimes I do a bit of this and, booking people and stuff like that. But most of the time, sat on my arse watching TV. Now, just imagine all the time, the people that are on the TV, all they're trying to do is get money off you. It's either for your funeral, which they're going to probably fucking rip you off by saying...
Have you noticed with Royal London, apparently it's 3,800 quid. I saw one the other day who said it was 5,400 quid. So it's gone up. Anyway, yes, but you're right. They want money off you for lots of things. They either want money off you for your funeral if you're over 50.
RSPCA want to fucking, they're willing to come round and write a will for you as long as you're going to leave them a load of fucking money. So now they want money off fucking dead people.
Yep. So
RSPCA is one of the fucking ones that I would support, but I just don't want the people. I wouldn't.
I mean, how is that different to taking an old lady and mugging her when she says, "I ain't got any money"? They drag her to the cash point and draw some out. That is as bad. Oh, we'll do your will for you as long as you leave us everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's like robbing a granny.
Exactly. They want dead people's money, and then it's like take up money out of your house that you've paid off, and fucking rip your kids off for their inheritance by taking up fucking money out and going on a couple of cruises, and then by end of it. When you fucking snuff it, then we've got your house. That's another thing that's going on. Then there's funerals. So I'm supposed to be fucking looking forward to my funeral, but I'm not 50 yet. So not 50 till April. So I can't get an over 50 plan at the moment. So that's off. So I'm let's say I'm immune from that, even though the adverts I still fucking see. Then the fucking donkeys, they want £3 a month. So
because of his toenails, yeah.
Well, no, it's so. I think what it is the head fucking donkey's gone to fucking bosses and said, "We need more money. We want paying more." So and he said, "Well, if you do, we're gonna have to put more bricks on you." And he said, "Yeah, that's no problem." And so it's £3 a month for fucking donkeys. Then it's £3 a month for fucking water aid, and they say what so and so has to fucking walk 5 miles to get some water and it's crap. I mean, this is all stuff that don't even need to be there. You know what I mean? There's no need for any of this at all.
Yeah,
There's no need for donkeys to be fucking overcome with bricks and fucking walking, working till they fucking drop. There's no need for it. There's no need for that kid to be going. There's no need, and me giving money isn't gonna fucking change it.
of course.
It ain't gonna fucking save anybody at all. All it's going to do is just going to fucking make me a little bit. It's going to make me feel like that I'm offsetting some of my fucking guilt because I do shit in clean water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this kid's fucking and he's got his water and it's fucking full of fucking bugs and all this stuff that they tell you. And
have you noticed how they've all got a lottery as well now?
Oh yeah, God! Oh, them lotteries—they're all good, aren't they?
Yeah, the Poppy's got a lot. Not Poppy. What do you call it? Royal British Legion.
Yeah.
They've got a lottery. There's the
Yeah.
postcode lottery. Do you know that was another one? Can anybody remember a few years ago? The phrase "postcode lottery" was when you saw a news reporter. I was going to say repeater, a news repeater. Sorry, reporter, and they were doing a piece. And they used to say, what's the phrase? The phrase. What are we talking about? Give me the phrase. Give me the phrase.
Oh.
What I just said then.
Yeah, no, but if you can't remember it, how do you think I fucking can?
No, postcode lottery. Postcode lottery.
Yeah.
It was when they were doing a piece and saying, well, if you live in Yorkshire, you might be able to have that medical condition sorted on the NHS. But if you live in Lancashire, it's a postcode lottery and your NHS might not pay for it. Right? That's how the phrase postcode lottery came into being.
Of course it did, yeah.
Later, it's something you can fucking win.
See, what it used to be is if you lived on one side of the street as opposed to the other side of the street because it had a different postcode because that boundary. If you lived on one side of the street, you could have your tits done on fucking NHS. If you lived on the other side of the street, you couldn't.
Yeah.
It would literally like that. And I know that's a bit crass, but that's the reality of what and where postcode lottery came from.
Yeah. But that's what it was. It literally was, which of NHS thing could pay for it. While I'm on that subject, I can't remember if I told you this the other night. Took my mum, who's 81, I think, to the hospital because she'd fallen, broken her hip and all the rest of it. Anyway, took her to the hospital for this channel censors free speech.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that. Did we? I didn't know we did that. Do we?
No, I don't think we do. We don't censor free speech. Anybody's entitled to come on here at any time, as long as they've got something to fucking say.
Yeah, other than abuse, that's good. Yeah. Anyway, so I took my mum. She sat in front of the doctor, and she says when she fell over, it's because her knee gave way. So she's had her hip fixed, and she's recovering. She's not 100% there, but she's recovering. So we said, we need to get your knee sorted out. So I'm sat in the hospital with her in front of the consultant. And he says, so how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. We're doing the da-da-da-da-da. Can you refer me to somebody for my knee? Because that's why I fell over and that's why I broke my hip, please. And he said, you'll have to go back through your GP. And bearing in mind, it's an orthopedic surgeon that I'm sat in front of. And last time I looked, having your knee done was an orthopedic procedure. And I said, Skip, why would we need to go back through? Because this is the orthopedic department. And he said, no, he said, we deal with fixing people after they've had an accident. We don't do elective surgery. And I went, well, what's elective surgery? He said, well, nobody's come through the emergency room to get here. Your mum's not through a knee, so that's got to go back through the GP. And I said, but that makes no sense because we're going to end up back at the orthopedic department. Why does it need to go back around in a big circle? And he said, well, it's because of who would have to pay for it. So even though we think there's this big pot of money, NHS, whatever, I mean, clearly there ain't, big Ponzi scheme, but you got it's got to go back through the GP to get referred again, to end up to back place just because of which team are going to take the money out of the pot. How much does all that extra work cost the big pot? It's just fucking ridiculous. It's just stupid. But hey,
stupidity is the name of the game, mate. Name of the game. Tazzy M has put what the fuck aid. I don't know what that means.
sorry, what?
What the fuck aid?
What the fuck? I know, yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, I can tell you another one, NHS. You'll love this one as well.
Go on then.
If anybody's heard this one before, but it's another NHS one, and it's nothing against the people that work in the NHS. It's about how it's structured and how it's stupid. My mum had a stroke, needed an MRI scan. Literally, the corridor that you had to walk down to get onto her ward, there was a door in that corridor, and it said MRI scanner. It was literally less than 100 yards from my mum's bed. So a couple of days before, mum needs an MRI scan. She's having it on Thursday. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Does anybody need to be with her? Oh, no. We'll be driving her from Scunthorpe up to Grimsby. She'll have a scan at Grimsby and then come back. And I said, I'm sorry. I said, but there's an MRI scanner in, there. And she said, no, she's got to go to Grimsby. So I did a bit of digging about, rung a few people. I was told what to say to push the right buttons. And the answer basically was because of who paid for that scanner. The scanner, apparently, the one at Scunthorpe Hospital, was paid for by a department other than looking after people who've had strokes and things. So because another department is paying for that MRI scanner, they've got to get what was she then, 70? A lady in her 70s who, 2 days before, has had a stroke. They want to put her in an ambulance and drive her 35 mile, is it? Between Scunthorpe and Grimsby, something like that. Back through a bloody hospital, into a scanner, and do that whole thing in reverse, that extra cost. I actually did manage to push the buttons, and when I'd made the right noises, she did go in the scanner at the end of the corridor, thanks to a couple of really good friends, to who I'll always be very grateful. But what a danger to put that lady in. She's had one stroke. Surely she's in danger of having another one. And they want to put her in a fucking ambulance, drive her 70-mile round trip, and traumatize her. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then they say, we ain't got any money. Fucking no shit.
The fuck off, they ain't got any money. Fucking they had enough money to send me home and then send your drugs home in a taxi.
Yeah.
So they've got plenty of money to fucking play with. Look.
It's just fucking unbelievable. But, and then when I'm saying, we don't need a government, we'll do better ourselves. That's a fucking. Can you imagine a room full of, I don't know, if you picked 100 people out of 1,000, stuck them in a room and said, right, we wanted you to design the NHS. Just 100 random people, they'd do a fucking better job between them than all this shower, because it's all political. And that's all it is. It's just a fucking shouting match about how they steal our money, steal what's supposed to be our money, and then waste it. And then people say, why do I not vote? What, you really fucking still believe in that?
Well, I'll tell you what they should do is they should stay away until we take power. And we will. And it'll be, the people in the chat room, they'll get all the jobs like, Secretary of Defence and Home Secretary and Foreign Secretary, and they'll all get jobs in that. And then you'll be assistant dictator and I'll be dictator.
Ah. dictator.
I think we've got it sorted, man.
That's it, sorted. I mean, Mark's absolutely
Dictatorship.
right. Chill destroyer. Government is absolutely an illusion. It only exists between your ears. Can you imagine that there's a cracking little video and it's how to explain government to an alien?
Mm.
It's a little cartoon thing. It's on YouTube, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. It's quite old, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. It must be 10 years old. More.
Well,
It's really good. But fucking government is an illusion. It absolutely is an illusion.
We know. Listen, we know it is. We know it's not only breaking that illusion; it's also getting people to be able to do something about it. I've noticed a few things going on in the chat room. I just wanted to mention. They were talking about big words because apparently etiquette was a big word. Etiquette is a big word, and somebody put in there anti-disestablishmentarianism, but we know that. I think there were Apple Charlotte that put that.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism was my favourite word at school.
Yeah, actually, mine were flocky-knocky-hilification. But
hang on now. This will either be. Oh no, it's not. What time is it?
10 past 11.
Oh, it's all right. It's from my mate in Thailand. I'm just wondering what time it is over there. He's a bugger for being up in the middle of the night.
Fucking hell. It'd be late now.
It's 7 hours in front at the moment. It's 7 hours.
It's about 6 in the morning.
Yeah, something like
that. Yeah. But somebody put also some Welsh words. You know that.
Clanfair Puth Wingith go Gelith, and I don't know the next bit. I can't silly go. That one. I can't do it. I missed that middle.
Llanfair Pogwingit go Gerich Winbrookwig Clank to Celio go.
That's the fella. Yeah.
That's well. Show Destroyer says his favourite word is vag.
Vag.
I don't think you're going to get any arguments from the panel.
Apparently, the word that women most hate to be a man's favourite word is moist. Apparently.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
I did hear it here first. I just wanted to get to Mohammed Shafiq. I know you do. I know you're listening because you've been posting in chat room. If you want to come on, just let me know. We're booked up this week, but next week we're not booked up. So if you want to come on tomorrow, to talk about Mr. Garrett and Mr. Steele,
yeah.
Then you're.
Oh, that was it. That was it.
Cool.
I've remembered what I wanted to say.
Come on then, go.
It's not often. It's not often that I just burst into spontaneous laughter because, and I mean just like crippling laughter and can't stop.
Yeah.
I was at a friend's and they were watching that Tyson Fury documentary thing.
Oh yeah, he's a Jippo, isn't he?
Yeah, the Gypsy King called him. And I'm not a boxing fan. I mean, I'd sit and watch boxing. I'm not against it, and I've always been kind of interested to at least know who won the heavyweight championship thing, and I've at least heard of Ricky Hatton, and and anyway, but I'm no boxing expert.
Did you not meet Ricky Hatton at the scores?
Did I not? What, sorry?
Scores all the time.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just turning this bloody thing down. It's my mate Mike sending me messages. They're not bad. Anyway, they were watching this documentary thing, and bearing in mind his wife's obviously that she's gypsy girl as well, and I think they got 5 kids or whatever, and she says to him, "Babe," so I went like, "I'm sorry. Can I take the Ferrari to the beauty parlor because I've got an appointment to have my nails and my hair done or whatever?" And he went, "Stop being posh." And she went, I'm not being posh. He went, you are. Take the fucking roller. Fucking brilliant. Yeah, stop being posh. Don't take the Ferrari. Take the Rolls Royce instead.
Don't you remember that kid who used to be who used to work on doors sometimes at Scores? Who were a boxer? He was in Ricky Arton camp.
That's right, it was, yeah. I can't remember.
What they called it began with E, weren't it? It began with E, his surname. Anyway, I can't remember his surname, but it began with E. Anyway, it were after I'd left Scores. There were a boxing night on TV, and so I was watching it, and he was on the undercard. He was fighting this bloke who were about 20 years, 20, 22, 23 years older than him. You know, this bloke on the way down and all this. And anyway, they get into the ring and everything, and he gets fucking banged out.
Oh,
In about 5 fucking seconds. And because I knew him, I remember him. I can't fucking remember his name. What was his name? But he used to work on door at Scores sometimes.
I can't remember. I know what you mean, though.
You know what I mean? He got like short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was that kid who came up to me and he said, "Oh, do you ever do any voiceover work?" And he's putting on this real deep voice, and I went, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I have done." And you know the guy who goes, "It's time." This is a shit thing. To face the music. Well, that's a guy called Peter Dixon. And he's been in quite a few films and stuff, but only like really minor parts. But in the voiceover kind of fraternity, he's kind of seen as a bit of a cock. He has got some bloody good contracts, but I mean, DFS and all the adverts that just roll and all the talent shows, he does all the voiceover on all that lot. And this kid come up to me and he went, he said, I work in Peter Dixon's studios. And I went, oh, right, he's still a cock, is he? And he just looked at me and went, and walked off. Yes, sorry.
We had some fun times at Scores, didn't we?
Yeah.
At that place. I remember that night when fucking all hell broke loose. And fucking doormen were outside. We're not fucking coming in. It's too dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
They won't come in because it was too dangerous. And fucking hell, that night. I'm on DJ stand and I'm doing my stuff, and then suddenly all hell breaks loose. There's fighting everywhere, and then they're picking up pool balls and lobbing them at each other. And so I'm ducking down into, in the DJ. I've turned music down. I'm ducking down, and I've got 2 strippers ducked down with me, with no on.
Next to no on, yeah.
And like just fucking. Oh God, it was fucking mad, man. It was absolutely mad. And door lads didn't do no. They waited for coppers.
Good.
And I always thought they were good door lads. I think T probably came in, but remember old T?
Oh God, yeah.
Good lad T.
There was one I wanted to tell you about that as well. It was a Scores thing. I can't remember. Oh yeah, when that lass accused me of being racist, and she went to T and told him. He just looked at her and he went, "Don't be fucking stupid." She said I was racist because I told her she got a good dance on the pole. Yeah. The fact that she was a Romany gypsy girl doing it, right? And as we've said on the show many times, she's accusing me of being racist.
Oh dear. Well, yeah. I think that were. I think the words are, and I couldn't give a fuck if anyone thinks I'm racist by this because I'm going to do an impression on him. But I think the words that T said were, and bear in mind, T were he was Asian, and I think his dad was Scottish and his mum were Pakistani. I think
Yeah.
I think that's what it were. And
As far as he's concerned, he's a Yorkshire lad. He's from Sheffield.
Well, yeah. I'll do the impression of what he said. He went, shut up, least racist bloke you'll ever know in your life. I think that's what he said.
I ain't no, he said to me, I ain't no Pakimino, brother.
Oh God! You know, he came up to me one time, and I'm DJing, and he stands outside of me, and he leans up upon thing, and he goes, "Oh, look at them coming in." He goes, "Don't you just fucking hate Pakis?" I says, I don't hate anybody tea. And he went, "Oh no," he says, "Fucking, fucking just hate me." You know, it's gold teeth for it. You know, he worked.
Yeah.
Just brilliant. What a brilliant fucking guy. What brilliant times when I had 2 legs and I could fucking work and stuff.
Yeah. This is how twisted some people are. And this, I swear, this really happened. Jason and I worked in a strip club where our job was to get the girls to go on the pole by playing dancing music for them, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, while we were there, when we first went, it was called Scores. Then it got a refit and kind of became sort of less of a sports bar and more into kind of a nightclubby type, proper lap dancey, pole dancing type club. And as you can imagine, there's stag nights getting there. We get quite a few lesbian girls coming in. A few office guys coming in after they've been working all week. All sorts of mixtures. But there was also some fucking weird twats used to come in there, weren't there? There was some weird. Anyway, all the girls didn't use the real name, and you know that if were the sensible ones had got different Facebook accounts and stuff, and never let the two cross. You know, their personal one and the work one, but that line often got blurred. But one of these girls, and I have to say, I didn't think she was one of the more attractive girls. She actually got a court order out on this guy because he was just like fucking a pest, like would not leave her alone. It went to court, and anyway, I walked out the DJ booth and I'm going down towards the bar to get a drink, and this girl is literally stood shaking, just stood there shaking. I'm thinking, what the friggin' hell's wrong with her? And I got to like shake her, and I kind of stood and went, what's wrong? And eventually got it out of her. She pointed to this guy in the club, and when you looked at him, he'd actually painted himself black. And I mean, fucking, it looked like it was fucking gloss black as well. I'm not kidding. Right? And he put a hat on that and got a coat on, whatever. And it was this guy who was this, she got this court order out against, and he was sat there with a beer. And of course, she'd like looked at him, and he'd obviously made eye contact, and she just literally just stood. And I mean, she didn't physically shit herself, but she was in just complete fucking. And then they come and fucking threw him out, and police come and got him and all sorts. But what a fucking sicko! Actually painted himself black and managed to fool the people coming in the place. And I mean, why would you not recognize this guy's painted? Fucking fucking weirdos, though, isn't there? Weird.
There are some fucking weirdos. There are some weirdos. I was going to say something. I had something in me, and then I got fucking stuck in something in chat room.
Go on.
Well, someone's in there is just fucking. There you go. Just been causing bother all night, and I just didn't like fucking way they were going. And I understand the moderators in the chat room. They're reluctant to just kick somebody out, but it just needed doing. So
okay.
I just told them to do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, but well, anyway,
I missed what went on. Who's not there now?
someone called Sarah Smith.
Oh, okay.
She just kept. I mean, all it were. It was.
Someone's a shill.
It didn't need to go on as long as it did.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It would just kept going on, and she kept making sure that it went on and on. So I just said to Apple, just get rid of her. So and she's done that now. So
Yeah, we can all have different opinions, but don't be a pain in the arse.
well, Super Leeds doesn't agree with it, but you know, everyone's. I'm only seeing so much of the chat room.
Yeah, we don't see it all.
No, we don't, and because you know, sometimes you're talking, sometimes you're the other guy's talking, and you try to listen to what they're talking about, but yeah, you know, you can't really. So I think we're about done, aren't we?
Yeah, just to again let people know on Monday we've got
PK, whoever he is, PK, the guy, he's going to be on Monday.
Yeah.
Monday evening, 8:00. PK will be here. He'll be talking to us. We'll be able to get his take on Max and Vinny Eastwood, and just give him a right to reply, because I thought Max were quite damning about him. So a right to reply is only really what we should do, isn't it? What do you reckon, Aid?
Yeah, I mean, I think Max explained his feelings about it and what he felt had happened, and that's fine. And I think, just as we said before, you know, if somebody wants to come with a right to reply, that's fine. The only thing we ask is, you know, have some in. I don't think Max was abusive. I think he was to the point, but I don't think he sort of drifted into being abusive.
Trigger him though, didn't it?
He what? Sorry.
He did seem to be triggered by it, though, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And so we'll find out.
We'll see what he's got to say, and we just hope we just want a conversation about it. That's it, really.
Yeah, of course we will, and we'll be as harsh with him as we were with Max and Vinny, which is not very harsh, but it shouldn't really be. What people are saying, people can make their own mind up from what everyone says. I mean, we're here facilitating it, you know, facilitating people being able to say their piece and throw their allegations and have their say. So we're just facilitating it. That's all we are. That's all we're doing. Our show is just simply, we want to get both sides of everything. We'd like to speak to more people. I'd like to, if anybody could recommend some pedo hunters, I'd like to get in touch with some pedo hunters. You know, these people that
we had that going before, didn't we? Yeah.
Sorry?
We had what was his name on?
Yeah, we had him. We've had a couple on before. Yeah, but you know, I'd like to get somebody who's
well, all you need is somebody who lives near Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. So anyway, if you know a pedo hunter or anybody you can get us in touch with, then just put them in my direction. You can find me your email address, or you can find me Skype, or
Mark Shield Destroyer. I know he's not into cameras and shit, and that's fine. But you know, there's bags of stuff that Mark and I agree on. Not quite everything, but almost. So, you know, if ever you want to come on, mate, and have a conversation about it, and if you don't want to show your face, that's absolutely fine. I know you're not into sticking yourself in front of the camera. So, yeah, anybody got anything interesting to say, please come on. Yeah, definitely.
I thought when we had him on last, I thought he was the guy with the earwax. I think that's probably why I didn't want to go on screen. The guy with the earwax, weren't it? Where I left it because it were on and my internet went off because obviously I'd gone across the thing and it went off completely.
Oh, because you kept running over your cable, yeah.
So after you'd finished, it was still on.
Oh, that's right, and you had to edit him off, yeah.
Yeah, I had to edit him off, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
We'll try not to do that again, mate. Honestly, we will. Anyway, I think we're about done, aren't we?
Yes.
We've got PK on Monday. We've got Andrew Johnson on Tuesday. Get your questions in for Andrew Johnson.
Not the 17th President of the United States of America, by the way, not that Andrew Johnson.
No, that
Because
was
he's been
Lyndon
dead for a
Johnson.
while. Hasn't
I think you're talking about Lyndon Johnson, aren't you?
he? No, Andrew Johnson.
Oh, right, okay. Okay.
I think he was 17th, yeah, pretty sure.
Well, thank you
Look at that.
very much for that information.
Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day, and you know how people always go, "Oh, Americans, they can't even say aluminium."
There you go.
You know why?
Go on.
You know why they call it aluminum?
Why?
Well, because in 1805 there was a meeting of scientists in Denmark, and where they were going to standardize the periodic table, and they decided to make aluminum into aluminium so that it fitted in, like with
with
and
more languages.
But because in 1805, technically England and America were still at war, the Americans didn't attend, and as a result of that, they still call it aluminum and we call it aluminium. So whenever you say that, aluminum was what it was called first, and so the Americans are right technically.
Bloody hell!
There you go.
There you
So
go.
That
can be the thought for the day. That can be it.
All right, listen, we'll be back on Monday night with PK, Tuesday night with Andrew Johnson, for fuck's sake. Thanks for everyone in the chat room. Richard Burke, Apple Charlotte, Honeycomb Bear, Ron Malcolm, Malevolence as well. Nick GB as well. Good evening to you. Thanks for listening to us. We'll be back on Monday. Aid, last word for you, mate. Go on.
Have a windy Sunday.
Have a windy Sunday, but not the farty windy sort of thing.
Oh, you will.